Welcome to my recommendations. On this video, as you can tell by the title, we're going to see the difference between a proper dead cat, maybe, and one that we built.
Yeah.
And do you need one? So at this point, we're sitting outside, and there is a little bit of breeze coming through, and we got two microphones set exactly the same way on the Zoom H5. As far as the you got them set as far as the gain and everything's the same for both of them?
Everything's the same.
Okay.
Hold on. 5. Yeah, everything's the same.
Okay.
So.
And these are identical microphones for the most part, both from China. Both say pretty much they're model 81. Everything's the same about them.
Yeah.
So they seem to be operating the same. We have a homemade dead cat on here, and we have zero dead cat on this one.
Yeah.
And
which if Chris plays that audio, you can actually hear the wind noise already going through it. So.
Yeah. And to really bump things up, I'm gonna bump up this fan that's behind us here. That's actually quite powerful. So it's a really good fan.
You're gonna hear some. If you didn't hear wind noise, you're gonna hear wind noise.
You will.
So
another thing we're gonna talk about is that since we were handy and made this dead cat ourselves, we also made a dead rat.
Yeah, dead rat.
for
dead
the
mole,
Zoom
whatever.
H1, so I'm gonna bump to the audio that comes from this. So there really isn't any breeze coming through right now, but we'll play with that. We'll show that. We made one for this guy to cover up the microphone pods on the front of here to keep all the wind from smacking that around and giving you that awful wind noise. And it turns out to be, well, you'll see it for yourself, pretty effective. Now, when we made this one, it was because we were shopping around online to see what they cost, and oh my God, they're expensive. They're like, the cheapest ones are still over $100. And so we're like, well, screw that. So we went to the fabric store, and we messed around with all kinds of different fabrics there, like speaking through them, like, oh, let's see if the sound seems like the sound still goes through this one pretty good.
Yeah, if it muffles it at
Yeah.
all or whatnot.
And so we picked out this one. It looks kind of like bear fur.
Yeah.
So what was the price per yard? Like $14 or $12?
It was something. It was between $10 to $15
Yeah.
for a yard of it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we got a bunch of it. And what William
Yeah.
did is he just wrapped it around the foam part that came with the mic we're using, and he manufactured a bit of it to sew it around there and make it
Yeah.
into a dead cat and a dead rat, and we got a dead mouse.
Yeah.
For another voice recorder that we used.
Yeah.
And so this was not very expensive. Now, online, after I bought one of these other mics, I saw that other people had bought from Neewer, the brand Neewer, this dead cat here, and it was only $9.99. And so the purpose of this video is to see if since you haven't done either of these things, should you make your own, or is this $9.99 one going to be okay? So,
Honestly, like before we made these, though, we didn't find one for $9.99.
no,
Neewer is awesome for that. They got a lot of gear for cheap.
they do.
They got a lot of their gear.
And
for
I've actually been
decent
like
price.
buying a few things to
Yeah.
see if what it's like. So
this is like the cheap end of
but let's
dead cats that we can get. But yeah,
see if it works.
yeah, the difference between DIY and actual bought.
So I see the trees are moving a little bit.
Yeah,
so
I'm
I'm
hearing
gonna
my noise
hopefully
and
I've been
whatnot.
bouncing around before. So I'm gonna show what mic is as being that you're hearing this from, either the one that doesn't have anything on it or the one that has our homemade on it. But now you know what? I think it's time to
Okay.
hit it with the fan.
With the van.
So we have
Do you want it-
guaranteed wind.
Yeah. Well, I've been hearing some wind.
But I want some guaranteed wind,
Yeah.
and then we'll pop this on to see
Yeah.
the comparison between the $9.99 one and this one that we spent probably $12 or so dollars for. But we had to build it. We had to do the sewing. We had to do do it all ourselves,
Yeah.
and we had to pick out the fabric and all that kind of.
But we are actually able to make more. Because
Yeah.
we made this one, we made that one, we made another one, and as you can see, we still have a bunch left over to make more if we
That's
need
a
to.
good point. So,
So
if
we
we
can make
spent the
more of them.
$12 or so for the yard of it, but we could
Yeah.
make multiple dead cats.
Yeah.
When if you spend the $9 for this one, this is the only thing that you have. You
That's
can't
what you
put
get.
it on another thing.
Yeah.
Only the type of microphone
Yeah.
that you got. But
But it's already made.
it's already
ready,
made.
It's
and-
ready
and-
to go.
But it could kick ass over this one.
Yeah.
So let's try it. So I'm
All
going
right.
to turn the fan on.
Okay.
This is about to sound bad for everybody.
Yeah, make sure you, Chris, for editing, turn off camera 2 right about now. Or mic. Okay. So, obviously you're gonna hear the sound of the fan.
Yeah. We made sure that it was hitting it.
Yeah.
It looks like, yeah, it's hitting it. All right.
And like I said, you can still kind of make out the sound of the wind hitting it.
Yeah.
So if you want to discuss about which one's playing, which one's doing
All
which
right.
right now.
So let's look at number one, and this is our homemade one, the black one here, and I'm gonna make sure that all of it hits there.
Yeah,
So
you got it.
so it seems like, in my opinion, when now we're kind of experimenting before, that I can hear the motor of the fan. So that's not the thing that we're trying to disguise. It's that nasty. Here, this sound. This is not usable in any way in your films.
Well, if you're satisfied with it, but
Okay.
it's not bad.
So I'm gonna turn down the post so you don't hear all this. Okay, so now I have it back on. So this reduces that sound by a lot. So I guess what I'm getting at is this doesn't replace a $200 dead cat, but this does some good. Okay, so now let's switch over to the number 2 over here with the newer $9.99 dead cat. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to pull it off. So this is with there is a little bit of wind from natural causes.
I can't understand you at all.
Okay. So this is not usable.
Not usable.
It's like putting a condom on.
Yeah. That's another thing we'll talk about.
It's like it was kind of tough. Kind of like putting a condom on when the other one was just goes on. Okay, so now $9.99 for in the same conditions. I see the trees are moving just slightly. That might be from the fan, but seems like it's okay.
Well, you can see the
Yeah.
all the fur actually. This one's fur is moving a lot more than that one's fur.
So-
So I don't know if that makes a difference.
Maybe. Okay, it seems like they're hitting equal now.
Yeah. Listening to it, it's about the same. I can kind of hear the wind come through a little bit.
Okay.
But it's nothing compared to what it was.
Okay. So now you heard those differences. Now we also made a dead rat, not a dead cat, for the H5 and my Zoom H2N. They fit the same over it. And so William manufactured this. So I'm gonna put the wind really on that one. Bring it down so it really starts smacking that.
Well, you can take it off of there so we can see if I can hear it.
Okay. Okay, so it sounds like
Not usable audio.
Yeah.
There we go. I use my body to block it.
so if you're at the beach and you get all that wind from the beach, you don't want that. So I'm gonna try to stuff this back over it.
yeah.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there you go.
So
It sounds much better, even without my body blocking it.
okay, so we made this one from the same price as making from the material that was needed to make this one.
Well, the
So it's
price,
like a bonus.
The price together. This is actually considered free after making that.
Right.
So-
And we even have another one.
And yeah, we
And
can make more.
And from what we bought, we still have this great big bunch
Yeah.
to make some more. So I'm not trying to say you need to make your own. The thing is that we bought all this, and we bought another mic. And when I bought another product, I bought the dead cat from Newer that was only $10. So the point of this video is it worth it to do what we did to do these? Or just buy one of these, and then from Newer, maybe they've got other brands or other items for for dead rat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the thing is the quality pretty decent for the $10 dead cat?
Yeah. Or like, how much effort are you willing to put into it?
Yeah.
If you just don't want to do it, then hey, $10 for a dead cat, that is not bad. But if you're I guess you really want to save your money on making films,
Yeah.
you just spend a little bit of time making one of these guys or one of those guys, and hey, you got a bunch of them
Yeah.
for the same price you would have spent on just one.
So let me know in the comments below what you think from what you heard from the separations of these ones, and tell me what you think of the newer $10 dead cat or our homemade dead cat that we made from fabric that we found at the store. And then we also made a small version for the Zoom H5, which a lot of people are probably going to find useful too, because they might do a lot of the recordings just
Yeah.
with the microphones that are on that.
Yeah.
And so now you need a way to get the wind off of it.
Yeah.
So let me know what you think.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching this episode of my recommendations, and we'll see you next time.
Later.
Sweet.
Awesome. Yeah, we got some good
Comparisons?
wind noise. Yeah.
Yeah.